33-year-old rider from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, the number 13 of Aaron Celestino. Alongside him, the Tazier Boatworks 1980 Polaris TX. 50-year-old rider from Cedarville, Michigan, the 19 of Michael Friel. And alongside him, the Van Sloten Racing 1981 Polaris TXC 440. 36-year-old rider from Rudyard, Michigan, the 44 Kyle Van Sloten. 3 quick laps. And we're underway, and Michael Friel jumping out of the early race lead over Aaron Celestino in your fast qualifier. Good battle already between the 19 and Michael Friel. Aaron Celestino, we'll see him quite a bit this weekend. Here at the I-500, he's participating in multiple divisions. We'll see him in the Grow UP Old 600 Mod Division tomorrow. We'll see him in the Meyer Pro Shootout on Thursday. And, of course, on Saturday in the 53rd running of the International 500 Snowmobile Race. Celestino, the Sioux native, 33 years old, participating in 4 different divisions today, this week. And Celestino takes the lead away from Michael Friel, the 19, Kyle Van Sloten riding third in the 44. Van Sloten, a 2-time winner, as Celestino makes his way down the long backstretch, being trailed by Michael Friel, a 2-time winner in the Raber Bay event in the 340 Enduros and 340 Fan 45 and over division. 50-year-old rider from Cedarville, Michigan, as Aaron Celestino, the Sioux native, continues to show the way, doing quadruple duty this weekend. These laps are quick. 3-lap heat races. The white flag to be displayed this time. 1 lap to go for Aaron Celestino. As Aaron Celestino showing the way around this legendary 1-mile high-banked ice oval. Michael Friel in second spot. Kyle Van Sloten in third as Celestino makes his way down the long backstretch. Friel trying to chase him down. He's 2 1/4 seconds behind Celestino for the race lead. As he'll make his way through turns 3 and 4 one last time. He'll make his way down the long front stretch. Aaron Celestino, clear traffic ahead of him. Michael Friel distantly behind as the checkered flag comes out. And your winner is going to be Aaron Celestino, winner of the heat race for the 340, 440 Superstock Free Air. Michael Friel comes home in second, and Kyle Van Sloten rounds out your top 3 finishers. Celestino, the Napa Linz Auto Parts 1978 Polaris TX 440 with a 440 Polaris underneath the hood. 33-year-old rider from right here in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Aaron Celestino, your winner of the heat race for the 340, 440 Superstock Free Air division. And there you see his array of sleds he will be on throughout the course of the weekend. As mentioned, he'll be in 4 divisions, including this one this weekend. So Celestino getting lots of track time. Kyle Van Sloten debriefing after his 3rd place finish. He's got a little bit of time before he gets ready for his 440 Superstock Fan heat race. And right off the get-go, Michael Friel jumped out to the early race lead. But it was Celestino getting past on that first lap and slowly but surely pulled away from Friel and as well as Van Sloten. As Aaron Celestino, thousands of laps around this legendary 1-mile ice oval here in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Aboard that machine, a 1978 Polaris TX 440. That sled, 44 years old. And it goes to victory lane in the heat race. F500 heat race number 1. 5 sleds, top 4. Transfer to the feature event later this afternoon. Here's your lineup. Starting on the pole, the Ironclad Performance Gloves, 1989 Polaris Indy 500. 44-year-old rider from Sheboygan, Michigan, the 02 of Gordy Postula. Starting next to him, the Micro Age of Canada, 1990 Polaris Indy 500. 28-year-old rider from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada, the number 3 of Brent Fuchuk. Next to them in the 3rd spot, your new track record holder, the 45th Parallel Marine, 1989 Polaris Indy 500. 48-year-old rider from Traverse City, Michigan, the 29 of Chris Kelly. And alongside him, the Warner Racing 1990 Polaris Indy 500. 21-year-old rider Originally from Gatesville, Michigan, now calls Jacksonville, Florida home, the 15 of Trevor Warner. And alongside him, the Woody's Racing Products 1990 Polaris Indy 500. 49-year-old rider from Alpena, Michigan, the 26 of Matt Hoos. 5 sleds, 3 laps, the top 4 transfer to the feature. And it's Chris Kelly jumping out the early race lead. Kelly now in a good balance of side by side down the backstretch for the first time. As Gordy Postula and Chris Kelly now in a battle as they make their way into turns 3 and 4 for the first time. Postula working the high side with Kelly on the bottom. Kelly breaking the track record for the F500s by nearly 2 3/4 seconds earlier today in qualifying. As Gordy Postula in the 02, Chris Kelly in the 29. They'll battle side by side to turns 1 and 2. Kelly now with a slight advantage. They make their way into turns 1 and 2. Postula, though, using that momentum on the top shelf to keep his momentum moving forward. But Kelly with so much torque coming off of turn number 2. Kelly jumps out to the race lead. Kelly, a 2-time winner in the Great Lakes Antique Snowmobile Series here at the I-500 in both the Superstock single division. Moving up to the F500s for the 2022 portion of the Glass Series. He makes his way down the front stretch. The white flag will be displayed. 1 lap to go for Chris Kelly. Has Gordy Postula in second spot. Third spot, as of now, belongs to the number 3 of Brent Fuchuk. He's got the 15 of Trevor Warner behind him as Matt Hoos on the outside looking in. Only the top 4 of these 5 sleds will transfer into the feature tonight. But Chris Kelly making his way down. You see the lead he has over Gordy Postula. The battle is for third between those 2 riders, Fuchuk and Warner. Out of turn number 4, the checkered flag will be displayed as Chris Kelly hanging out of that lead. There's the checkered flag, and Kelly will take over the win. Gordy Postula comes home in second. Brent Fuchuk will finish in third. And the 15 of Trevor Warner, your 4 transfer sleds. Unfortunately, Matt Hoos, his day is over in the number 26 machine. But Chris Kelly, the 45th Parallel Marine, 1989 Polaris Indy 500 with a 488 Fuji underneath the hood. The 48-year-old rider from Traverse City, Michigan, picking up the heat race win. And Chris Kelly going to victory lane, the former 2-time winner here at the I-500. Takes the checkered flag. He's 2 for 2 today after breaking the track record earlier in qualifying. You'll see on the replay, Postula got a good jump on Chris Kelly in the opening stages of this event, but Chris Kelly biding his time, working his way around the 0-2 of Gordy Postula, and you'll see the pass into turn number 1 on the working on the second lap as they were side by side for quite a bit before Kelly eventually taking the lead and pulling away to the victory in heat race number 1 for the F500s. Heat race number 2, and the green flag is out. We're underway. These 4 will transfer as it is the Warner Racing 1990 Polaris Indy 500, 18-year-old from Gatesville, Michigan, the 48 of Wade Warner. Alongside him, the Taser Boatworks 1990 Polaris Indy 500, 36 years old from Hessel, Michigan, the 19 of Dustin Furyk. Alongside him, the Barrett Auto Marine 1989 Polaris Indy 500, 59 years old from Traverse City, Michigan, the 68 of Jeff Longton. And then you've got the 45th Parallel Marine, 1989 Polaris Indy 500, 17 years old from Traverse City, Michigan, the 47 of Colin Kelly. And Kelly jumping out of the early race lead. One rider scheduled to go unable to answer the call, which was the 20 of John Giffel, as Colin Kelly, just 17 years old, out of Traverse City, Michigan, out in front. That's Chris Kelly, your race leader. 1 lap completed, Colin Kelly, just saw his dad win the first heat race. He'd like to join him in victory lane. As Colin Kelly makes his way through, former winner in the Glass Great Lakes Antique Superstocks Snowmobile Series Single Superstocks division. Kelly, your leader. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. All 4 will transfer tonight. That's Trevor Warner in second. Wade Warner in third. And Jeff Longton rounding out the field. But Colin Kelly looking to join Dad as a winner of the heat race in the F500s. And Kelly will make his way down the backstretch. Smooth sailing ahead for the 17-year-old from Traverse City, Michigan, Colin Kelly, winner of heat race number 2. Second spot to the 15 of Trevor Warner. Younger brother Wade Warner comes home in third, and Jeff Longton will finish in fourth. A second place finish last month at the World Championship Snowmobile Derby in the Junior 2 F500 division. Young man, just 17 years old, out of Traverse City, Michigan, the 45th Parallel Marine, 1989 Polaris Indy 500 with a 488 Fuji underneath the hood. Colin Kelly, winner of heat race number 2 for the F500s. And right off the get-go, Kelly jumping out. Lost the lead early, but then regrouped, got back around Trevor Warner, and from there, it was all Colin Kelly taking control and winning the F500 heat race number 2. As he kept Warner at bay for the rest of the event. Trevor Warner, the rider originally from Gatesville, Michigan, now called Jacksonville, Florida home. Heat race number 1 for the 340 Superstock fans. As the green flag comes out, we are underway. Mike Gallowarick in the 52 of the Gallo Masonry 1976 Yamaha Exciter, the 39-year-old from Gatesville, Michigan. Starting up front alongside the J&H Trucking 1980 Arctic Jag, 31-year-old from Brimley, Michigan, a 74 of Kevin Titus. Also in this field, the Sioux Insurance 1978 Yamaha Exciter, 26 years old from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, the 15 of Ryan Dalsky. Then you've got the Major Farm 1979 Yamaha Exciter, 19-year-old from Scottville, Michigan, the 3 of Chaz Major. Major already a heat race winner earlier today in the Superstock Singles. Lap 1 about to be completed here. 340 Superstock fan, heat race number 1. Top 4, all 4 will transfer in. As Chaz Major jumping out to the lead one more time. Major, your race leader, already making his way through turn number 2. Riding second spot is the 52 of Mike Gallowarick. As Major checking out on the field. Gallowarick in second. Then you got the 15 of Ryan Dalsky in third spot. There you see Dalsky making his way around, and rounding out the field is the 74 of Kevin Titus, just now crossing the start-finish line. With Chaz Major already coming out of turn number 4. Major a blistering pace. As he slides by, completes lap number 2. The white flag to be displayed. 1 lap to go. Chaz Major continues to show the way, looking for his second heat race win of the afternoon here at the International 500 Snowmobile Racetrack in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Has put a lap on the 74 of Kevin Titus. As Chaz Major will make his way out of turn number 4 one last time. And for the second time today, the 19-year-old from Scottsville, Michigan. Oh, he'll see the white flag that time by. As Chaz Major will win going away in the number 3 machine, as the checker didn't come out right away for Chaz. That's all right. We haven't been here in 2 years. We're getting back into swinging things here at the I-500. And right off the get-go, as you see in the replay, Major jumping out to the lead, a lead he would never relinquish. The rest of the way, picking up the victory by over 3 seconds over the second-place finisher, Ryan Dalsky, with Mike Gallo-Rorick in third spot and Kevin Titus rounding out the field as Chaz Major, his second checkered flag of the afternoon, winner of heat race number 1 for the 340 Fan Superstocks. Young man, just 19 years old out of Scottsville, Michigan, the Major Farms 1979 Yamaha Exciter with a 340 Yamaha underneath the hood. Heat race number 2 for the 340 Superstock fans. Here is your lineup from left to right. The A&A Survey 1978 Yamaha Exciter, 36 years old from Hessel, Michigan, the 19 of Dustin Furyk. Alongside him, the Gallo-Rorick Construction 1978 Yamaha Exciter, 38 years old from Gatesville, Michigan, the 14 of Dan Gallo-Rorick. As the field takes the green flag, we are underway. Starting next is the Easy Clean Carpet Care 1978 Yamaha Enticer, 17 years old from right here in Sault Ste. Marie, the 23 of Preston Goebel. And alongside him, the Fountain Trucking 1978 Yamaha Exciter, 44 years old from nearby Detour Village, Michigan, the 70 of Brandon Ryrie. And a good battle of Dan Gallo-Rorick. Look into the inside of Dustin Furyk for the race lead. Just behind them, the third place rider, Preston Goebel. As Gallo-Rorick and Furyk in a battle. With a third place rider of Goebel right behind him. And a red flag is out as we have lost a sled. A sled has come to a stop in the backstretch. And that may be Preston Goebel in the back, right in the center of the backstretch. Has come to a stop. Right dead center of the backstretch. That is the reason for the red flag, and there he is. That is Preston Goebel, who continues to have issues. He had problems earlier today in practice and group qualifying, and now that sled has come to a stop in the center of the backstretch to bring out our first red flag of the day. Goebel, the Easy Clean Carpet Care 1978 Yamaha Enticer from right here in Sault Ste. Marie. Young man, 17 years old from right here in the area. So the caution flag, red flag is out. We'll stop the field. Did not get a lap in. Earlier today in qualifying, 3 brand new track records were set today in qualifying. The F500s, the 29 of Chris Kelly, a track record by 2 3/4 seconds by going a 42.732. While in the 340, 440 Superstock Free Air, Aaron Celestino breaking the track record by 1/4 second, going a 49.622. And in the 340 Fan Superstocks that we're watching right now, Dan Gallo-Rorick breaking the track record in the 340 Superstock Fan with a 52.336 as the green flag is back out. We're back underway. In a battle for the race lead, Gallo-Rorick and Furyk. As Dustin Furyk watched son Carson Furyk go to victory lane last night in the Mini 5 Kids Snowmobile races, which were held behind us in the track parking lot. Traditional event held every Monday night of race week. Young Carson Furyk, the 8-year-old from Hessel, Michigan, winning the Mod 120 feature event at the Mini 5 Kids Snowmobile races last night. And now he's in a battle with Dan Galarowick, a former heat race winner here at the I-500 back in 2018. Dustin Furyk's a former feature winner here in this 340 Superstock fan. He's a defending race winner, matter of fact. But he's in a battle with Dan Galarowick. So they make their way through turns 1 and 2. As Brandon Rarig is right there in the third spot. He's got the best view of the house of this battle. There's Rarig with the bird's eye view of the battle between Dan Galarowick and the 19 of Dustin Furyk. Galarowick, your leader. Dustin Furyk riding second. And the field will make their way through turns 3 and 4. Top 3, those 3 sleds remaining relatively together. Top 4 transfer. So Preston Goebel, who is out of this event, will be able to transfer into the feature. The top 4 transferred. White flag to be displayed. 1 lap to go. Dan Galarowick continues to show the way. Finished third over at the World Championship Snowmobile Derby back last month in the F440 FC division. Also picking up a heat race win over there as well. As Dan Galarowick trying to hold off Dustin Furyk. Dustin Furyk keeping them within distance. They make their way through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Galarowick out of turn number 4. Has some distance on the 19 of Dustin Furyk. As they make their way down the front stretch for the final time. Checkered flag flying in the air. And Dan Galarowick takes over the win in heat race number 2. Dustin Furyk will come home in second. Brandon Rarig comes home, will finish in third. Preston Goebel will finish up in the 4th spot. So Dan Galarowick picking up the victory. The 38-year-old from Gatesville, Michigan, the Galarowick Construction 1978 Yamaha Exciter with a 340 Yamaha underneath the hood. As Renzi Power Sports presenting today's coverage of the Great Lakes Antique Snowmobile Series, a Sioux Superstock Shootout from the International 500 Snowmobile Racetrack here in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. And from the start, it was going to be all Galarowick and Furyk, as Furyk had the lead in the opening stanza. But then it was Galarowick making the pass down the long backstretch and trying to pull away. But Furyk kept him within sight. After a brief red flag for Preston Goebel stopping in the backstretch, the race resumed between Galarowick and Furyk. And the 2 competitors battled. Furyk trying to keep within distance, but it was Dan Galarowick coming home with the victory. 440 Superstock fan, heat race number 1, set to roll out next. And here's your lineup from left to right. On the pole, the American Glass and Mirror 1979 Yamaha Exciter. 52 years old from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, the 5 of Tim Gregory. Alongside him, the Moen Excavating 1980 John Deere Sportfire. 49 years old from Suttons Bay, Michigan, the number 70 of Paul Corson. Right next to him was the Moen Excavating 1980 John Deere Sportfire. 43 years old from Interlochen, Michigan, the 80 of Cody Zerniak. And then alongside him was the Huron Veterinary Clinic 1985 Arctic Cat Jag. 43 years old from Rogers City, Michigan, the number 7 of Eric Smolenski. And rounding out the field, the 2-time defending winner in the 440 Superstock fan division, the Van Sloten Racing 1981 Polaris TXC 440. 36 years old from Rudyard, Michigan, the 44 of Kyle Van Sloten. 5 sleds, 3 laps, top 4 go to the feature later this afternoon. And we've got a nice battle here for the race lead on the opening lap. And the teams make their way down the back in the front stretch. 1 lap completed, 2 laps to go. As Kyle Van Sloten jumps out to the race lead. Tim Gregory follows in second spot with Cody Zerniak third in the 80, Tim Gregory fourth, and Paul Corson rounding out the field. Smolinski in second, trying to chase down the 44 of Kyle Van Sloten. As Kyle Van Sloten, two-time defending winner in the 440 Superstock Fan Division for the Great Lakes Antique Snowmobile Series. Van Sloten making his way down the front stretch with some distance between him and the number 7 of Eric Smolinski. As a white flag being displayed, 1 lap to go for Van Sloten. Smolinski riding in second. The 43-year-old from Rogers City, Michigan, as Van Sloten makes his way out of turn number 2 and down the long backstretch one more time. You have so much time going down the backstretch, you can actually take a moment, check your gears, make sure your equipment's all up to snuff, make sure your gloves are on properly. You have a long, long backstretch here on the legendary 1 Mile Ice Oval here in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. As Van Sloten will make his way out of turn number 4 one last time. As he makes his way down the front stretch, he'll take the checkered flag. His 3rd career heat race win for Kyle Van Sloten. Eric Smolinski will come home in 2nd in the number 7. Battle for 3rd coming down to the wire as the top 4 transfer to the feature. It's going to be a drag race. And awfully close to the line, but give it to Tim Gregory, the number 5, over Cody Zerniak in the 80 machine. And unfortunately for the 70 of Paul Corson, he's on the outside looking in this afternoon. Well, there's Kyle Van Sloten, your heat race number 1 winner. The Van Sloten Racing 1981 Polaris TXC 440 with a 440 Polaris underneath the hood. And you see Van Sloten right from the get-go, jumping out to the early race. Jumped out of their early race lead by the time they reached turns 3 and 4. Took the lead out of 4, and it was all Kyle Van Sloten from there. As the 36-year-old rider from Rudyard, Michigan, picking up the win in heat race number 1 for the 440 Superstock Fan Division. Taking the checkered flag, he'll get ready for the first of 2 features later on. He's in the 440 Superstock Free Air feature a little bit later on as well, where he finished 3rd in their heat race. As heat race number 2 set at the starting line. And the green flag comes out, and we are underway as the Gens AFC Home 1980 Arctic Cat Jag 4000, 53 years old from Rogers City, Michigan. At 23, a Tom Spalmer jumps out to the early race lead. Being chased down by the Standard Plumbing and Heating 1978 Yamaha Exciter, 34 years old from Onaway, Michigan. The 186 of Johnny Palmer. And right behind them, the American Glass and Mirror 1978 Yamaha Exciter, 25 years old from right here in the Sioux. The 25 of Christian Gregory. Ryan Dalsky was scheduled to go, unable to answer the call. So was the 41 of Tim Mason. So these three, as well as the 82 of Toby Javen. So these 3 riders will transfer into the main event. Johnny Palmer now your race leader, making the pass on Tom Spalmer. And Johnny Palmer, a pair of top 5s over his career here at the I-500, takes over the race lead. He'll lead them in the turns 1 and 2. Christian Gregory now in the 2nd spot as Spalmer has shuffled back to 3rd. Christian Gregory in the 25, a regular competitor in the Myra Series. As Johnny Palmer, your race leader, the Standard Plumbing and Heating 1978 Yamaha Exciter, out in front. The 25 of Christian Gregory in American Glass and Mirror 78 Yamaha Exciter riding in 2nd. And the lone Arctic Cat, the Gens AFC Homes 1980 Arctic Cat Jag 4000, is in 3rd. White flag to be displayed. 1 lap to go. Johnny Palmer continues to show the way. The Onaway, Michigan competitor. Now we got a battle for 2nd down the front stretch they come. Palmer is checked out. This is a good battle for 2nd. Down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2. A battle between the 25 of Christian Gregory as well as the 23 of Tom's Bombers. They're side by side, that battle for seconds. They make their way out of turn number 2. Now Spalmer with the advantage, going down to turn number 2, down the backstretch they go. Spalmer taking over that second spot away from Christian Gregory. But up front, it is all Johnny Palmer, the Onaway, Michigan native, as he'll make his way out of turn number 4 one last time. Down the front stretch who comes. And the 34-year-old from Onaway, Michigan, Johnny Palmer, will take the checkered flag, and he will win our final heat race of the afternoon in that 186 machine. Tom Spalmer will come home in second, the number 23, and Christian Gregory rounds out the top 3 machines. All 3 will transfer into this afternoon's feature event. But Johnny Palmer, the winner. The Standard Plumbing and Heating 1978 Yamaha, excited with a 440 Yamaha underneath the hood. 34-year-old rider from Onaway, Michigan, had a battle with Tom Spalmer at the get-go of this event, but was able to get past the 23 of Spalmer. And from there, Johnny Palmer, who has 2 top 5s in his career here on the I-500 Snowmobile racetrack in glass competition, picks up his first career checkered flag here in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, as Johnny Palmer goes to victory lane, winner of heat race number 2 for the 440 fans, Superstock fans. Big thank you to the fine folks at Renzi Power Sports, 2 locations in Munising and Newberry here in the UP. RenziPowersports.com for more information. A big thanks for providing the side-by-sides for our officials and staff to use throughout the property here in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Preliminary events are complete. We're going to take a timeout of about 15-20 minutes or so and come back